Hey everyone, it's Ren here, Ruby, and this is Fonacona's litter, Ruby's litter. This is Sergio Fonacona day 1. Today is day number 27 since the whelping day. As you can see, there's a different environment here. There is no whelping box anymore. Puppies are fully walking, some of them are literally running, chasing their mother. So I decided, well, this is the next step on the environmental training, along with the sensorial training as well. So why I'm starting in such an early age the crate training? Because it's important for the puppies to know that they have something different than the whelping box. On the other hand, they cannot be outside the whelping box just because they fancy it. They need to have boundaries. You can see mom is inside the crate feeding one of her puppies, which is the normal process for the next step. Other part of the process will be the transition from mother's milk to raw food, or other food if you fancy dry or wet food. In my case here, my dogs are fed with raw. So as part of the environmental training, there is the famous licking mat here. I have 2 for now, 2 available licking mats, and there will be minced chicken and yogurt, natural yogurt, as you saw in the previous video. They are on this diet along with mother's milk, and now they are having water by themselves. They are drinking water normally, and I also giving them puppy milk when they want. Like I offer, if they want, they eat. Otherwise, they will eat whatever they want. One huge point to highlight here is the amount of poo they are releasing. Some people say that puppies will release loads of poo, and that's true actually. Puppies release loads of poo, and to be honest, very smelly poo, very smelly poo. But there's a huge difference here on this litter, and probably some of you will disagree. Please prove me wrong. I'm providing evidence on that. I'm working here under an evidence-based schedule. So if you have evidence proving otherwise, please let me know. But the evidence I'm having here is that the amount of poo they are releasing is pretty much lower comparing to dogs where they are dry or wet feed but not raw food, as Ruby is. Other thing I think you are seeing on the environmental setup before I start feeding them is the plain box. I managed to construct this box based on the examples I found on the internet. And you see, it's a pretty simple setup. The only difference here is not fully squared. If you can see, the top is not too large as the bottom. Why is that? Because if puppies come and pull, you see, they need to make a strong, they need to insert a strong amount of force for them to be able to put it down. That's about the angle here. So this is part of the environmental training as well. It's been okay for now. I'm adding different toys here and there. As you can see now, I have chewing toys for them to see they shaking, and there is also there's also shiny toys. I don't know if you can see the lights there. for the afternoon training, and there is soft toys for them to chew. There is a Mr. Duck here, which is Ruby. Think it's hers. Okay, she can have it anytime she wants. And there is things like this. I don't know what it is. Perhaps it's a Winnie the Pooh tiger friend. I don't know. So Ruby loves it, you see. So this is for the environmental training. I'm not sparing any effort here for this litter to be successful, because I believe that most of them are not pets only. Some of them will be great pets, but most of them will be a great asset for those who want to work with obedience, who wants to work on agility, who wants to work, I don't know, in walking trials, in scent work. I will try to prepare some of them from week 8 on scent work. So I hope the owners to be will accept my proposition, which is train them from week 8 at least for 2 weeks before releasing them to the owners. That would be up to the owners actually, not to me. If they want them from week 8, they will have it. Okay, so Ruby, you sit on your mat with your mom. Sit on your mat. You are not allowed for the mat today. It's not for you, okay? You go sit there. Sit there. Go sit there on your mat. You go. I put you in the kitchen for you to have your meal. Want to go to the kitchen? Alright, so sit on your mat or come here. Okay? Come on, Ruby, I need to work out. Come on, Ruby. Come on, go tell mom, go. Go tell mom. Alright, no, you are not eating, you're not having chicken, no. Your chicken is in the kitchen, this is for your puppies, good girl. Alright, so, you see, the preparation I have here is chicken breast, well minced, and natural yogurt. So it's a ratio of 50-50. This is 200 grams of each. The temperature is about 20 Celsius, 20 degrees Celsius, or below that. I don't want to put it very heat on them because I don't know how they will react to hot food. Although some of them are on mother's milk yet. So I put here, and I will try to lure some of them to see how they will react. They are good on the sniff actually. Last night I gave yogurt to them and they were on the spot finding the mat somewhere in the area. So let's go and see this one here. Come here. Come on, come on, come on. Come on, Kurame, come on. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come here. Come on. Come on. So I have Mr. Black here. Mr. Black is the terror of the clan. Let's go see how he reacts. Just by himself. Let's see. Look, the feet like. There you go. Once they got the scent of food, they probably will go. Let me come here, look at you. Look at you. Come on. Come on. Come on. Look at that. So there's a good sense of scent here. Come on, I know. Come on, how are you? Alright. You see, it works actually. Mr. Black is... Here you go. I just need to introduce the scent with my finger closer to them, and that's it. They will follow the instinct. They are natural on that. There is no reason to say that a puppy cannot be introduced to this kind of training at early age because it's their sense, it's the instinct. So you see, that's natural. That's natural for them. You just put the food in front of them and they will eat. The big point here is introducing aspects on the game, introducing aspects on the exercise, which is in this case the licking mat, and obviously the need of searching for something. Here we go, another round, this time without Ruby. Here she comes, like a horse. Next time we need to press more the chicken, because there are huge pieces here and they don't have a sense of mastication yet. They simply swallow, and this is very a little bit dangerous actually, because if they swallow a bigger piece of meat, they will struggle to put it out later. Here we go. I'm just double checking here what is on the game. But yeah, here we go. That's the consistency of the food. There's a minced chicken and yogurt. Yeah, a ratio of 50-50. This time I put 200 grams of each. So you see, they're happy. Happy puppies, aren't them? But those who are sleeping, check out that. Don't fool yourselves. Those ones are the most active ones. They are the ones who started early in the morning, wake up everybody, then they feed and go to sleep, while everybody is now wake up without a proper game for them. You see, they're like normal puppies, right? Like dogs eating. It's raw food. I don't know why people it's so against raw food. I have evidence that that is the best option I could have for Ruby. You know, like Ruby was exercised from 12 months old on agility. Before that she had a reasonable amount of exercise daily, like easily 30 minutes of good amount of exercise, like running, doing obedience, chasing her ball in the park. I have evidence of that in video as well. So she had a year of agility every Saturday, and in the first year when she was 12 months I increased it from 30 minutes to about 1 hour and a half of hard exercise every day, like literally every day, snowing or not. And then when she was, let's say, 2 years and 3 months, I decided to breed from her because of a conversation I had with Miss Bryant, which is Onakona's breeder from Aniwahi's clan. And she told me, Carlos, why not breeding from her? I said, okay, let's gonna have a go for that. And I did the x-rays and the blood tests. And to everyone's surprise, one thing was, she was scored with 2 years and 3 months, and her hip scores was 5 and 6, well, left and right, elbows was 0. And her blood tests was better than some dogs around, even younger dogs, who are fed with the best dry and wet food you can buy. So, why is that? How an old dog, an old, because people used to score them with 12 months, right? So she basically was a little older for that. So how a dog with 2 years and 3 months have a score like that after so much exercise, like literally running back and forth upstairs and downstairs every day, how many times a day I don't know. The reason is simple, it's a raw food, right? It's the amount of bone broth I gave her in the first year. is the amount of bone broth I give her monthly. Since she was 18 months old, I give her twice a week bone broth. Before that, it was literally every day, like say 50 grams of bone broth every day. So that is enough evidence that raw-fed dogs are healthier. I'm not saying you cannot give any kind of food you want to your dog, it's up to you, but for my dogs here, I will give them raw food. And don't fool yourself, it's not more expensive than dry food or wet food. I can tell, it's not more expensive. You just need to know where to find the food and how to balance that, and you will have a happy dog. So just to cut short, that's the environmental training on place. Today is day 27 after whelping day. We are now heading to the next step of the environmental training, along with more sensorial training as well. Also, there's new tools for the game, for the playtime. There's a crate instead of a whelping box for them to start to get used to the crate. Every dog needs to have their own space. Every dog needs to have their crate. Don't fool yourself, oh, I don't have my dogs on crate. Well, that's fine for you, but your dog needs to have their own space. They need the place where they will run when they want to relax. They will hide when they want to relax. They will have their own time out. Dogs need to be dogs. Dogs need to express their own personalities without humans humanizing them